Okay, so I'm joined by Ian Storey-Moore. The game here, Ian, has finished 1-0 to Carlton. Big result.
Absolutely, today, yeah.
Because I think it's all about the playoffs now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're hoping we're going to get into the playoffs, actually. I mean, I think North Therapy, I think they're about 4th or 5th in the league, so it's a really good result today. Bit of a scare at the finish there, Gary. Nearly kicked off the line. I think something happened, but good win for the lads today. Brilliant.
No, absolutely. Now I am going to touch on the earlier game of the day. I have to, but before I do, so you're the ambassador in the ambassador role for Carlton Town.
I am, yes.
What does that entail, Ian?
Well, I think just meeting people like yourself, Gary, and I go in the boardroom at half-time and talk to the opposition hierarchy and little things, come to most of the functions here. We've got Andy Reid, who is a great Forest player. He's speaking here on the 4th of April, so I'll come to that function. We have Christmas stews. It's just to raise money for the club, actually. I really enjoy it. I mean, I wouldn't do it if there weren't such nice people.
No, they're lovely here,
brilliant people, Gary.
I mean, we've been here a few times now.
And that's why I really enjoy coming, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. It's brilliant. And I'm just going to quickly touch, obviously, you had a period of time at Manchester United.
I did, yes.
Did you play with the late Denis Law?
I did play with Denis and George.
So we lost Denis only a few weeks ago now.
Yeah, the funny thing was somebody sent me a photo there. Myself, when I signed that day, Denis Law and George Best. A lovely photo I've got there.
Right.
So I was just thinking, I can't get them to sign it now. Of course, they've both passed away, of course. It's a wonderful privilege, actually, to be on the same pitch as them, really, Gary, because they were some of the icons of British football, weren't they?
Absolutely,
really wonderful players and, fantastic players, actually. So, it was an absolute privilege to play with them.
Yeah, the rest in peace, Denis.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's touch on earlier today.
Yeah.
You was at the City Ground.
Yeah.
Forest having the most unbelievable season. Obviously, you're the legend of Forest.
Yeah.
And 1-0 win over Man City, which was so important a result because Man City resurging.
Yeah, they could have probably gone on the same points, I think, today.
I think they could have done,
if they'd have won, but to win. Yeah, I mean, I go to Forest every home game. We get treated very well there through Johnny Owen and Nick Randler arrange the seats for us and the hospitality, so they look after us extremely well there. So, we're all big Forest fans and... they're having an when you think last season, Gary, they were just escaped relegation. Yeah. So what Nuno's done this season is absolutely
amazing, isn't it?
Unbelievable, yeah. And they've got this way of playing now where they entice people on, they let them have the ball at the back and they hit teams on the break. And they do look really dangerous. They've got two very quick players down the flanks. So they always look dangerous on the break and they absorb the pressure, which they did today. But, what I would say, I don't think Manchester City are the team that they used to be.
No, the most dramatic drop-off of any side I think I've ever known.
Absolutely.
And but that's in Forest's favour.
Oh, yeah.
Who would have dreamed that, people of a certain age will remember the Brian Clough era.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the success in Europe.
Yeah.
Twice European champions.
Yeah.
Who would have thought now... They're like that close, really, to getting back in the Champions League.
I think realistically they're not going to win the league this year, are they? But if they can qualify for the Champions League, I think, what a success that would be. And I would think the hierarchy at the football club absolutely delighted in that. Certainly what happened last season. So, we wish them well, naturally. And, they've got every chance of qualifying for the Champions League now. I mean, if the results continue to go as they have been of late, they've had a little bit of a blip, haven't they? Just a slight blip, but got back on song today. And I'm pretty sure now that, hopefully, fingers crossed, that we will qualify for Europe. Yeah.
Well, Ian, it's always a pleasure to speak to such a legend. It really is. My pleasure. And you've been on our show and that in the past. I'm sure you'll be on it again. Yeah. And it's an absolute pleasure. And what a day for Carlton Town,
and
Nottingham Forest.
Well done.
Well done.
Pleasure speaking to you,
Thank
Gary.
you ever so much. Thank you.